Hi everyone, Elaine here. Thursday, it's our title of the week where we're working with Sam and Mike from Ampha's Makes. And she's got the gifted this book and she said she was going to do a tile a week every week until the book is done. And a lot of us said, okay, we'll do it too. And of course, it's going to take over 2 years to do this. But that's okay. We're halfway through now. I've only got two to make up still because I started later. The title this week was Hand Painted by Anna Morais Soares, and it was just two colors. I thought it was 17 rounds, but I didn't look at the next page. It was actually 21 round plus an edging, so it was like 22 rounds altogether. Um, this one, I thought Anna was going to join the ranks with Katie and Hattie for a while because I could not figure out how she was going to do this. It came out fine. I used cotton and black, and this was orange and black mixed. Um, this was so different. She had you once you completed your round, you slip stitch to join, and then you chained 3, and then you removed your hook, and then you go start the second color in the opposite direction of the chain 3, and I went, what? Why? I don't get it. And I read it over and over, trying to figure it out. And I said, well, I'm just going to do it and see what happens. And so I had the chain 3 and chained on no, I started a new color here. And I went up and it went up here. And it said to single crochet in your last single crochet of the row to single crochet over the chain 3. And the first single crochet in the corner to chain over that chain 3, and then you chain 2 and put your other single crochet in the corner, but you don't chain over it. Chain 3. Well, first of all, you can't chain. I couldn't. It was so confusing. The chain 3 started right at the end of the last single crochet, so you can't really chain over it. You can't chain under it. So I just ignored it. I just did my last single crochet of the row, and then I laid it down and single crocheted over the chain 3 in my first single crochet in the corner, and then it says now your color is all set for the next round. And there, okay, whatever, and I continued going around till I came to the end, and I had to slip stitch chain 3. I'll remove my hook, and then you had your little hoop here, so I just pulled the hoop through the hole and did you had to do a single crochet, and okay, so I just chained 1 and single crocheted because it doesn't really give any instructions on exactly how to do this. Like if I had a fiber spider tutorial on this, it would have been perfect, but there was no tutorial at all. So I figured it out. I mean, the chart wasn't any help either. I mean, it just shows you where to single, where to double, and it wasn't any help. But I figured it out. Took a while, but I figured it out. And after I got going, I was really didn't mind the chain 3 and working over it. It was fine. And I think the corners came out better. If you remember my other washcloth I did, I wasn't happy with the corners where you changed color. And I didn't like the way it looked. It looked kind of wonky, but all the corners look fine on this. So there's no wonky corners. So I wasn't mad at her anymore. It's a good thing because she's the next week's tile is by Anna Morais Soares, and she's going to do the same thing in the corners. It's going to be snowflake sweets, and that's what it's going to look like. It's the same sort. It's overlay crochet, overlay mosaic, and it's going to be the same corners. And the week after is the same thing, same designer. So, ooh, good thing I got, good thing I made peace with. But yeah, it was interesting. I liked it. I liked it a lot. So, another washcloth. Now, also, while I'm here, I might as well show you my Bada Hadapalooza. This week it was a Slouchy poppy seed beanie. Tutorial number 513, bag a day. This this was weird. This was a treble single, and you're supposed to have these little nubblies, which kind of showed up and kind of didn't. Some of them did, some of them did. Some of them are you have to pop them through because they're in the back. And I turned like you were supposed to, like she had you, but it's still. But it this is what it looks like. When I first put it on Zoom, oh my goodness, it was so funny because when I first put it on, it looked like one of those bishop hats, but it's supposed to be a slouchy. But this material, I think it's Red Heart Super Saver. It was very stiff and it didn't look very slouchy. Or I don't know. I didn't really care too much of the way it turned out, but maybe if I used a softer yarn, it would have been all right. I used it. I think it's. I don't even know what it was. It was not labeled, but it feels like a Red Heart Super Saver, and it looks blue, but it's actually very bright purple. It's purple. So that was that one. Um, and that's it. I have joined the bandwagon. Haven't the boggy camp, about the boggy camp challenges and stuff. Laura, has the challenge for double duck challenge. I haven't made any squares yet, but I just might. But I have joined the um Jan from Alaskan Crafter, her mosaic blanket challenge, and she's got 4 patterns that you can pick from to do. Um, five, five now. One's a spider fiber. One is the Olga everybody has trouble with that, and if I see it, I can say it. Well, you know who she is. She does that two two color granny, what everybody was. I wanted to do, but tell you the truth, I'm tired of doing squares and working in the round, and I wanted to do something back and forth, back and forth. So she had that one, those two, and two from Bag a Day. One which was kind of a square thing, and then another one she just recently added with the new tile she did, and new glass stained tile she did. It was really cool. So you could do those tiles and sew them together if you want. But I chose the Bag a Day polychromatic stained glass one. So that's what I'm doing. So I'll be busy. So you have to do this in the month of September. You have to complete it by the end of September. So my hats will probably go on hold for a month. And hopefully I can keep up with my tiles. But I just, and the my Expression Fiber Arts multi-valence will probably, I'm already behind on that. So that'll be on hold too. I'm going to be busy the end of the year trying to catch up on all my makes. But I'm using black, just mainstays. Think of it, mainstays black, and this is mainstays, and it's purple tones. No, that's red heart. Purple blend. It's called purple blend. Oh, gee, I'll be looking all over for my hook. Okay. And I'm using a 6 millimeter J hook that was lost in my yard. Okay, that's what I'm using. It's a 100% acrylic 4 weight, and we'll see how that goes. And it's really easy. It's It's an 8-row repeat, but it's still easy to figure out what to do in your next row after you get the hang of it. So I'm working on that. And I think that's all I've got for you today. Until next week, um, we'll be doing the snowflake sweets. See how that turns out. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget your Boggy Creek blankets and tiles and squares. Um, if you can't send a blanket, send some squares to Lynnanne at Ninas Knots Crochet. She will put them together and send them off because she likes doing that. So, and if you send 17 squares to her and tell her that you were Double Duck Dared by Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, Laura will do an extra 3. And if you say quack quack in your note, she might do an extra one, or she might not. So far she has. We'll see. We'll see. Get your tiles in. Get your squares in. To Lynneanne. I'll put Lynneanne's completed blankets go to Nancy. She's got yarn. Tiles, granny squares, 5-inch granny squares. Make sure they're 5-inch. Granny squares goes to Lynneanne. Don't send anything to Jan. Don't send anything to Laura. Just send your squares to Lynneanne and your blankets to Nancy. And she's got yarn too. And the blanket's got to be 35 to 40 inch wide, 35 to 45. Oh, I forgot the length. Check the length. Go to Nancy's or Lynette from she's Charm Grammy or Billy Crafty Flirting, and they all have the instructions on how big they're supposed to be. I think they're like 40 inches wide, long, 35 to 40 wide, and I think they might be 40 to 45 long, but don't quote me. Check and make sure. I mean, if it's within the parameters, the kids will be able to take it home. If they're too big or they're too small, they'll still use them. They'll use them for the counselors' beds or the doctors and nurses, the staff. They'll still use them. Won't be able to take them home, but they'll be used. So send their blankets to Nancy and send your squares to Lynn now. Now, Lynneanne is taking squares up until the end of November. So you've got your squares to do to the end of November. Laura, the Double Duck Dare goes to October. So you're going to have to get your Double Duck Dare squares to Lynneanne by October 15th. If they come after October 15th, Laura's not going to make any more tiles. That'll be it. It's okay. I mean, Lynneanne will still use the tiles, so even though they're after, send them to Lynneanne. They're still going to get put together in a blanket and sent to Boggy Creek. So send your tiles to Lynneanne, blankets to Nancy. All right, that's it. And have a good day. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.